Today's video is how to reverse indent your bibliography. Okay, so when you make a bibliography, it should look something like this. It's in alphabetical order by last name, with the author's last name hanging out in a reverse indent. The question is, how do you get it to do this? Well, when you first start writing your bibliography, it'll probably look something a little more like this, just line after line after line after line. Make sure that when you start a new bibliography entry, do hit enter. That enter does more than just move it down to a next line. It creates a separation between paragraphs for the computer to know where your breaks are. So if I hit tab on this indent on this citation and that one, it won't bring them together. Versus if I try to go down to this line and hit tab, it's just going to jump to the top of that particular paragraph and indent that instead. So you see I'm right next to quarterly. I hit tab, jumped up to Foster. It says, "Oh, let me help you out." So you have to trick it into making a reverse indent. Right? One of the keys to making an indentation is to make sure that you have the proper length. So I go down to the bottom of your bibliography and I just create a place marker. I'm going to put the letter D. I tab it in. I just hit the tab button and boom, I got a perfect indent. I'm going to delete that here in a second, but I just needed to know how far to move my lines. So I highlight my first one. Always start with your first citation. I go to the top, up here where you have this blue triangle and blue rectangle. And you got to start with the triangle. Start at the bottom. When you drag it over, that line will appear, and you drag it to the beginning of the D and let go of your mouse. Notice that now this lines up with the D. It's all indented. To create the reverse indent, you then go up to the rectangle, this square above the triangle. If I move it to the right, it will indent the right like a normal indentation. If I go to the left, it will go wherever I drop it. And boom, there you go. Now you can see that line appears. I just make it even with the rest of the paper. All right. Now I can get rid of this D. I don't need that placeholder anymore. In order to make the rest of it match, I just go to the beginning of the paragraph or the citation, hit backspace. So now it's part of the paragraph above it. That's what the computer thinks. And when I hit enter, it just automatically matches the formatting of the last paragraph. I just do that for all of my citations and boom, they all match. At the end, highlight it all, make sure it's double spaced. And likewise, make sure there's no space between paragraphs. You don't need that. They're reverse indented. And that is your bibliography. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.